Lu, who has been summoned to eliminate the most powerful man in the world. At the beginning of the story, Lu is shown in a fancy, upscale restaurant where young girls are being sold. The head of this shady business is a woman who oversees the entire operation with a cold demeanor. The first girl is brought in, and she's sold for a staggering 7 million. Then comes the second girl. The crowd goes wild, eagerly trying to outbid each other to buy her. But here's the twist, this girl isn't just another victim. She's actually a secret agent sent there to bring down this whole operation. And then chaos erupts. The agent pulls out her gun and starts firing at the men in the room. But things take a turn when a mysterious man steps forward, a man who can use magic. Meanwhile, another girl joins the fight, showcasing impressive combat skills. The battle intensifies, with magic and bullets flying across the room. In a final, intense showdown, the second girl manages to take down the main villain of the operation. After ensuring the head honcho is dealt with, she turns to the terrified girls and tells them to run for their lives. Her voice carries both authority and compassion, and the girls flee the place safely. Finally, she rushes forward to save her partner, who is caught in the middle of the mayhem. The scene intensifies as the first girl begins to wield powerful magic, casting spells that light up the chaos around her. Meanwhile, the second girl unleashes a relentless barrage of gunfire, taking down enemies one by one with unwavering precision. The battlefield is a mix of glowing magic, gunshots, and falling enemies. In the distance, our main character, Lu, makes his appearance, accompanied by his sister. They quietly observe the chaos unfolding before them. Seizing the right moment, Lu takes aim at the main girl, the leader of the operation, and fires his weapon. At this point, the narrative shifts to a flashback from Lu's past life. We see Lu on a high-stakes mission with his assistant. The atmosphere is tense, and every decision feels like it carries the weight of life and death. However, midway through the mission, Lu decides to pull back and abandon it. His reasoning becomes clear. By retreating, he ensures the survival of most of the miners trapped in the dangerous zone. Seeing this, his assistant becomes furious. Her anger boils over as she confronts Lu, questioning his decision to prioritize the miners over completing the mission. But Lu remains calm and composed, replying that he only does the job he's assigned. Nothing more, nothing less. Back in the present, the tension rises again as Lu speeds away in a vehicle with his assistant by his side. The escape is intense because a drone has spotted them, and shortly after, multiple tanks begin pursuing them, firing shells and heavy artillery in their direction. The chase builds to a climactic moment when one of the tank shells hits their car, causing a massive explosion. Flames and smoke fill the air, but in reality, this was all part of Lu's plan. Moments before the blast, he had already escaped the vehicle with his assistant. Now, the two find themselves in a remote and desolate area, far from any sign of civilization. The silence is almost deafening as they catch their breath. Lu immediately turns his attention to his assistant's injury, carefully tending to her leg, which was hurt when they leapt out of the moving vehicle. As night falls, the two are left with no choice but to set up camp under the open sky. The flickering light of a small campfire casts shadows on their tired faces. Both of them know this is just a momentary pause before the storm resumes, but for now, they rest under the blanket of stars, regaining their strength for what lies ahead. At this moment, Lu's assistant asks him the reason behind becoming an assassin. The air grows heavy with emotion as Lu reveals that he was born into an assassin family, a fate he never chose but was forced to accept. It wasn't a life he desired, but one that was thrust upon him. However, after this mission, he had plans to become a teacher for aspiring assassins, leaving the dangerous fieldwork behind. But the tension escalates when Lu grabs the girl's gun and points it directly at her. His eyes are sharp, and his voice carries a mix of exhaustion and resolve as he says, "People have used me for their own gain countless times. But now, I must start using my tools wisely to finish my job." The girl, however, remains unfazed. With a confident smirk, she responds, "I know more than you think, Lu." Her voice carries an edge, sharp as steel. Seeing her unwavering confidence, Lu slowly hands the gun back to her. But in a sudden twist, the girl turns the gun on Lu, aiming it straight at him. Her expression is stern as she says, "You should learn to respect women." However, Lu remains completely calm. He had already anticipated this move and had quietly disabled the gun's aim mechanism earlier. With a sly grin, he retorts, "If I start respecting everyone, who will I exploit?" The sharp humor hangs in the air, breaking the intensity for a brief moment. The two share a look, one of mutual understanding and unspoken respect, before the night around them grows silent once again. Now, both of them receive their passports, and Lu starts thinking that he should have gone for one more round with the girl before leaving. However, during their flight, their plane gets hijacked, and shockingly, it's Lu's own team behind it, sent to eliminate him. Lu tries to take control of the situation, navigating the chaos in the cabin, but just then, another plane arrives and blasts their aircraft into pieces. Amidst the wreckage and the deafening sound of destruction, Lu is left frustrated and distraught, muttering to himself that he wanted to try the 69 position before dying. But fate has other plans. Lu suddenly finds himself standing before a radiant goddess. Her ethereal presence fills the space with divine energy as she admires Lu's exceptional assassination skills. She offers him another chance at life, but with one condition. The goddess explains, in the next world, 16 years from now, a hero will rise and defeat the demon lord. But shortly after, his mind will descend into madness. Before he turns 18, Lu, you must assassinate this hero to prevent catastrophe. And then, with a mischievous glint in her divine eyes, the goddess adds, and as a bonus, I'll make sure you get your 69 opportunity fulfilled as well. Lu, caught somewhere between awe and overwhelming excitement, thinks to himself, man, how can I refuse this deal? A goddess this beautiful offering such a reward, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. With his characteristic smirk and unwavering confidence, Lu agrees to the plan. After all, destiny, danger, and rewards, what more could a man ask for? Now, in the next world, Lu gains the ability to use magic powers, and the goddess grants him the opportunity to choose 5 special skills. But there's a catch, the main hero of this world already possesses over 30 skills. Lu carefully selects his abilities. S rank, Rapid Recovery, allows him to heal quickly from any injury. A rank, Spell Weaver, grants him the ability to create new and unique magical spells. B rank, Limitless Growth, ensures endless potential for his growth and development. C rank, Martial Arts Mastery, gives him unparalleled combat skills. D rank, It's a Secret. Alongside these skills, the goddess also grants him control over 4 out of the 6 magical attributes of this world. Before sending him off, the goddess smirks mischievously and says, your mom is going to be insanely hot, so make sure to keep your little brother in check, alright? With a celestial glow and divine energy surrounding him, Lu is finally reincarnated into the new world. The moment he opens his eyes as a newborn, his father takes one look at him and blurts out, what kind of defective product is this? And thus begins Lu's new life in a magical world filled with opportunities, challenges, and a goddess's teasing prophecy hanging over his head. Now, our Lu has turned 7 years old and can hunt down small rabbits with ease. However, he still hasn't learned any magic techniques because it requires a mentor, and unfortunately, we can't afford one. To contribute, Lu starts focusing on cooking. First, he chops up some fresh carrots and prepares the rabbit meat. After that, he combines the meat with vegetables and sets it all to boil. While the stew simmers, he prepares a butter mixture and blends it into the dish. The result, a warm, flavorful rabbit soup, ready to be served. But why is Lu working so hard in the kitchen? Because his mom doesn't know how to cook at all. Despite that, when his parents taste the rabbit soup, they absolutely love it. The flavors impress them so much that they decide to share the recipe with everyone in the village. And so, little Lu's cooking skills not only win over his family but also become a village favorite. Now, Lu's dad takes him to a secret room. Once inside, he asks Lu to take off his clothes and start performing some strange poses. His dad begins to thoroughly examine him, and it's then revealed that Lu has already been trained in martial arts and medicine by his father. After the inspection, Lu's dad plans to grant him the Mystic Eye of Lu. These mystical eyes grant the ability to see distant objects and in complete darkness with crystal clear clarity. The next day, Lu's mom is seen feeding him breakfast, but suddenly, his sister barges into the room. Seeing the chaos, Lu dashes towards his dad. Honestly, if he hadn't run away, I swear I'd have personally stepped in to smack some sense into him. When the mystic eyes are finally activated, it's like magic. Lu can now see faraway objects with stunning clarity and even spot things hidden in darkness. His dad then drops another bombshell. A hot girl is going to visit our castle soon, and if you want, you can learn magic from her. And oh, these eyes aren't just for seeing faraway things, they can also see people's souls. Later, Lu's mom dresses him up like a girl. Ribbon, yeah, you heard that right. And so, our hero Lu steps into yet another bizarre chapter of his life, decked out like a little princess, ready to meet the mysterious, hot, magic tutor. Of course, Lu doesn't like this ridiculous suit one bit, but despite his protests, he still has to wear this silly outfit to meet his hot master. As soon as he approaches her, the girl unleashes a massive explosion using her powers and confidently introduces herself. My name is Via Vine. Lu introduces himself too, but this girl had broken into a house and set the entire place on fire. Tragically, all the family members inside perished. Standing here now, she began to weep, claiming she was extremely poor and had no other choice. In a fit of anger, we severed her hand. However, she lost control and threatened to end our lives soon. We swiftly ended her threat by throwing a knife. The following day, we decided to celebrate our good fortune and visit the market with our family. This year's harvest had been exceptionally bountiful. Lou's mom wanted to buy some cookies as a treat, but Lou refused. His mom started crying and said that even though he was growing up, he wasn't acting like a child should. She threatened to leave if he continued to behave this way. Feeling guilty, Lou finally agreed. His mom then tricked him, saying that they had received an extra cookie for free. Due to a surplus of animals this year, there was no shortage of meat. The soup recipe Lou had created had become quite popular among the locals. Although Lou was strong, he knew he couldn't defeat the hero alone. So, he went to the market searching for someone who possessed a mana. He did find a woman, but she was too old. He then tried searching for a person with mana on top of a tower, but none of them had it. The next day, we set out on another hunting trip. Deep within the forest, we stumbled upon a young girl in a dire state. She was frail and unable to walk, having been abandoned by her family due to a severe food shortage. With nowhere else to go, she was completely alone. Suddenly, a pack of wolves emerged from the undergrowth. One of them lunged at the girl, threatening to attack. Meanwhile, Lou was also exploring the forest when he sensed a large presence of wolves nearby. Following the scent, he arrived at the scene just in time to witness the attack. With a surge of adrenaline, Lou activated his powers, but before he could intervene, two wolves clamped their jaws onto his arms. Drawing upon the new techniques he had learned, Lou quickly dispatched both of the wolves. Unleashing a barrage of attacks, Lou systematically defeated the entire pack, putting an end to their threat. Now, the girl's name is Tar, and Lou asks her why she's here. Tar replies that due to the cold weather, her family couldn't hunt, and because of the food shortage, she was kicked out of her home. That's why she was going to the Posse region, as there's no shortage of food there. Upon this, Lou uses the meat of the wolves to make soup and gives a cup to Tar to eat. The girl likes the soup so much that she asks for another cup, but Lou tells her to eat less, otherwise she will vomit everything. After that, Lou tells her that he is actually the prince of the two-in-a-day region. Hearing this, Tar is shocked and says that last night a goddess came in her dream and told her that a powerful person would help her. Hearing the name of the goddess, Lou feels that the goddess herself sent him here. Because of this, Lou reveals that he is actually an assassin and has killed many people before. Now Lou tells Tar that he needs her help in his mission. Tar is a little worried at first, but since there is no other way, she accepts it. Then Lou finds out that this girl also possesses mana, so now he won't have to look for another person. Now we are shown a scene 2 years later, where Lou is sleeping and Tar comes to wake him up. Then Lou says that he was seeing Tar in his dream because she has become so cute, hearing which Tar blushes a lot. Now we start having breakfast, which Tar has made, but Lou finds the food very bad and says, I can make better food with my eyes closed. But his mom and dad like the food very much. After eating, they both reach the training room, and like his dad, Lou also starts taking off Tar's clothes and checking her in a strange way. By now, we'd taught Tar all the assassination techniques we knew, but the final training was with a knife, a skill everyone had to master. However, Tar was terrible with knives. Tar, on the other hand, was great with a long stick and helped out with all the household chores, making her the perfect wife material. Because of this, we created a new weapon for her. With this weapon, Tar became incredibly agile. The next day, as Thad was sleeping, he found Tar sleeping beside him. She said she was scared to sleep alone, so she came here. Why does that line sound so familiar? Now we cut to a scene with the goddess, where the world's most powerful soldier appears. He's offered the same deal as Lou and is reincarnated into this world. But after coming to this world, he becomes very lazy and a complete loser. The next day, Lou takes Tar to the market because the harvest this year has been excellent. As soon as people see Lou, a man offers to help. A woman gives him some fruit, and another man offers some onions in exchange for some fertilizer. On our way back, we were carrying a lot of stuff and eating tomatoes as we walked. Tar said, "You're so kind. If it weren't for you, my life would have been so difficult." Thad replied, "Because of your hard work and strength, I would have found you no matter what." Then Thad realized that the force done given by Via, which he had carefully kept, was now being used very effectively by Tar. She had made many stone copies of it for him to use in his next mission. Tar then said, "Dad is calling you." When we got there, Dad started asking us about Tar. By now, we had taught Tar all the techniques, and she had become more powerful than anyone else. In fact, no one else in the entire district had such power. Thad had been observing Tar closely all this time and now he knew that she was not our enemy. But then Dad said, "Now we're going to give you your final test, after which we could take on missions ourselves." In fact, this time Lou had to fight Dad. Whether they won or lost didn't matter, they just wanted to see their skills. Now Tuath was preparing to attack, but then an arrow was fired at him. And then he got caught in another trap, taking advantage of which his dad broke his leg. Dad's attacks were also very fast. Now Tuath started healing Lu and thought that he was the most powerful villain of all time. Then his dad attacks him again, and Tuath somehow manages to protect himself, after which his dad disappears again. Now, because of our fast movements, we couldn't react properly, so we calmed down and started following Dad's movements. Then a knife came from the right side, which we broke. Another came from the left side, which we dodged. And then Dad was coming from above, but we trapped him in his own game. Now we passed this training, and Dad couldn't believe that he had lost to a 12-year-old. Then Dad said, "Why didn't we use magic during the fight?" So Lu said, "Actually, it was a skill contest, not a power contest, so using magic power here would be cheating." Now Lu's dad was very proud because that's exactly what he was testing for, and he said that he had taught him everything he could. From then on, Lu would have to train himself. Now Lu is shown in a scene of a castle, where a king is sleeping, but then poison is injected into his mouth using a wire, and the king's game ends there. On the other hand, another king is shown, who has captured 2 girls, but then Dad goes and kills them. In the same way, we start assassinating many people. Now after this, Dad is called for the treatment of a man, and in return for this small work, Lu is given a lot of money, due to which Lu finds this thing very strange while leaving. Actually, that man did not need treatment at all, he just wanted to make a connection with us so that we cannot attack them. Now Dad says that to start the journey of assassination, you will have to adopt a fake identity. And when Lu was born, at the same time, he also registered our name in a merchant's family. And merchant means a person who buys things at a low price and sells them at a high price at another place. Now Tadda will have to go to that family and train with the identity of an elector baller for 2 years, and merchants also have good connections with rich people, so Luda will also have to make connections with rich people. Now, after Qian i.e. Dad, Lu will be made the head of this house, due to which a party is organized here. But Uncle's son, Rona, does not agree to this. Everyone asks him to stop, but Tualu says, "Hey, let him speak. Let him speak, the poor guy is in pain. Speak, speak, Rona." Rona says that he is many times stronger than Lu, and he should have been the head of this house. And he also challenges Lu for a battle. Now we agree to this battle, and as soon as the match starts, we catch him from behind with a sharp knife, due to which he loses in a second. But then Rona comes to attack us, but we knock him down. Now we win this battle, seeing which everyone starts clapping. Then Dad says that he started our training as soon as we were born, and no one can handle this house better than us. Now that he's out, Tadda sees Rona being very upset since he's never lost a battle before. But Tadda gifts him a katana since a powerful guy like him needs one, and offers to make him his partner. Rona happily accepts. Now the next day, Lu is about to start his journey and Tad is also with him. Now our name is not Lu, our name has become Alec Baylor, but still we will call him Lu, because who gets so confused? Now after this, Lu dyes his hair black and also wears a pair of glasses so that no one can recognize him, and Tad also wears her new dress. Now Lu meets a girl named Maha in the city, and another man, who is new to this city, does not know anything about this place. Then Maha sends her friend with that man and also gives a doll as a gift. Lu comes to know that a group of girls works together as tour guides here. By the way, I have also lost my way in life, so maybe Maha can help me. Due to a sudden rain, Maha and all her friends return and they only have one suit, so only one girl can work at a time. But now they have saved up enough money and can buy another suit. But then some strange people reach there and seeing them all of them start running away, and then Maha also attacks them and tries to run away, but soon she is caught here. The partners are also caught. Now all of them are taken to a fort away from the city with the help of a horse cart, and as soon as they reach there, a girl is dropped down by a lot, and it is said that if anyone tries to leave from here, then he will be imprisoned in my room. And after coming to the room, they see that the rest of their partners are also present here, and some vegetables are thrown to them which they have to survive for a week. Now all of them become very sad because this food is very bad and they will have to eat this food for a week, but they do not even know what is going to happen to them in the future. Now the next day all of them are given the work of washing clothes, and clothes are made from them, but due to any mistake in the work, they are killed like animals. Now to clear the confusion here, we call them villains. And villain 2 will say. Then Merchant 2 arrives, and after giving some money to villain 1, he starts looking at all the girls one by one. After he leaves, one girl is imprisoned in a room. The next day, they are all cooking together, but villain 2 comes and asks Maha and Ifa to go with him. Then he asks them to take off their clothes and pours water on them. And at night, Maha punishes Ifa in a good way. At night, Villain 1 takes Ifa somewhere else and brings her back after everyone sleeps. Now Maha goes to talk to Ifa, but Ifa hides in the storeroom and it seems that she has become very frustrated. Maha's life starts passing like this here and they are unable to do anything about it. But one day, Villain 1 says that he wants to try Ifa himself. Now Maha does not care about all these things, but the other girls say that they want to work in place of Maha, due to which they are also given a bath. But they are unable to bear the pressure of this work and one of the girls starts making marks on her face with a knife, because no one will stay with her with these marks. 2 years pass like this and Villain 1 and Villain 2 are talking about how Maha has also grown up and she is a veil, due to which they will get a lot of money in return for this work. But Maha is present near the room and she hears everything. She starts remembering her friends and then goes to the storeroom and tries to end her life. But then Lu reaches there and says, "If you smile a little, you will look very beautiful." Lu realizes that he has come to buy a girl. There is nothing wrong in buying girls here, because in reality all of them are orphans. However, there are no special jobs for orphans here, but no one cares about it, because not much thought is given. It does not matter to us. Now Lu chooses Maha and clears all the payments, but then Villain 1 says that due to some important paper-related reasons, he will be able to send Maha only after 3 days, due to which Lu leaves from there. Now Maha is given a bath because she has to go to her first customer. At the same time, the girl who had a mark on her face starts crying and says that if she did not have this mark on her face, then maybe she would have been chosen today. Both the girls start crying here. Now Maha is being taken to her first customer, but then Villain 1 starts misbehaving and says that he will finish all his work within 3 days. Hearing this, Maha decides to jump off the vehicle and runs through the forest using mana. But then Villain number 2 appears, and he can also use mana. He grabs Maha, but then Lu arrives and knocks out Villain number 2. Lu says that when he saw Maha, he understood that she is in a big trouble and she wants to get out of there at any cost. Then suddenly Villain number 1 also arrives there, and both of them together plan to kill Lu. But Lu traps him and quickly knocks out Villain number 2 again. After this, Lu also sends soldiers to Taodong Castle. They are caught red-handed, and then we see that the girl who had disfigured her face, Lu has fixed it again. Now the orphanage is completely closed, and we ask Maha to join us, and she accepts the offer. Now Baird, who is Lu's fake brother, falls sick, and Lu checks him up, but we refuse to tell anyone about it. Then Bellman, Lu's fake father, shows Lu some papers, which mean that this man has adopted Maha and now Maha has become a part of the Baylor family, our sister. After this, 6 months pass and Lu's dad says that he opened a wine shop, but it has completely failed. Because of this, they are going to transfer that wine shop to Lu, and now Lu can sell whatever he wants there because they trust Lu completely. Lu reaches his home, and their Maha and Tat have prepared a special dish for him. Lu likes this food very much, and he tells them about the shop. Now Lu has to sell something that will give more profit and which will be liked by the big kings too, so that he can get in touch with them. After this, Lu makes a plan to sell beauty products. At this time Lu is 13 years old, which means that he has 5 years left to kill that hero. Just then Tat and Maha reach their room, and say that this time they are scared to sleep alone, so they have come to them. But Lu says, "You keep lying, don't you feel ashamed? You have been lying since the day we met. Look at her face, she is so innocent, but from inside she is a fox. Hey, it is my mistake." Lu then explains his business plan to his fake mom and dad, but they don't trust him much. Although makeup is very popular in the area, Lu plans to sell moisturizers, not makeup. Lu's mom tries it on her face and hands. She loves the product, and using it over makeup makes her look even better. She says she's willing to pay any amount to get the product. Then Barrett asks him to make the product popular among his friends, but Lu says that to make this moisturizer, he needs a special medicine, which is only found in his area. This medicine is so rare that no one else will know its secret. But while leaving, Lu tells Tat that no medicine is needed to make this moisturizer. Actually, soybeans are used in it, but since it's a secret recipe, no one will know about it. Now after 6 months, Lu has formed a company named Na. This company has become very famous among the rich people, and this company is now being run by all of Maha's friends. But then Thayer finds out that every day someone keeps coming to their factory to steal this secret. While sleeping at night, Lu feels that someone is present on the roof, but then Tat stabs her spear, and Maha comes out and says that she has cleared the whole place. Then we see that Tat and Maha together have completely captured the man and start extracting information about his boss from him. On the other hand, Tuabe makes coffee for both of them and orders to kill the man. Now Lu's attention goes to the scene of Goddess, where the world's strongest samurai is standing in front of him, who has been ordered to kill that hero like Lu. The man accepts the order, but he has become a loser while trying to become a samurai in the next world. The next day, after Lu leaves the house, he and Tat plan to do something exciting together. The two buy some special food and spend their time talking. Then Lu finds out that he has actually come to meet Faya and has brought chocolates for her. Faya likes the chocolates very much, and Lu plans to sell them in his shop. Then Lu finds out that Vaya has created an anti-gravity spell here, and Lu can now use it too. After this, the two of them try out many different spells and spend their time here. But it is time for Lu to leave, and before leaving he plans to come back again next month. After returning home, Tata and Maha fall asleep with Lu, but when they wake up the next day they both feel weird and realize that it was actually Lu who did all of this. Lu then starts feeling embarrassed. He then says that all these things are normal for his age, but both of them reply that there is nothing to be ashamed of, rather being partners they want to help him in this. Meanwhile, two of Maha's friends are traveling on the road. They have a gift for someone in their hands, but then two strangers surround them and start asking for their money. Then Maha reaches there and starts beating both those goons. At the same time, Lu finds out that these two goons are new to this city. Maha beats them even more brutally and says, "If you raise your eyes towards these girls again, I will send you to hell." Now our business is running with great success, and through Maha we can easily get any information. Meanwhile, Tat comes to us and shows some buttons and asks, Tat, who has collected these buttons from the clothes of enemies by defeating them in the battlefield, has now become a super fast assassin. On the other hand, we have developed very good relations with rich people because of our moisturizer and chocolate business. But finally, the 2 years we spent here are over. This means that now Lu will have to return to her home. Then Maha says that she wants to expand our business in Posse City as well, and for this she has also chosen a great location. Now we have to leave this company, so we have decided to hand it over to Maha and her friends. But before handing it over, we did a little research about Maha. Actually, Maha was not as poor as she shows. Her father was a very big businessman at one time, but his business partner betrayed him and killed him. Despite all this, Maha did not lose courage and started a small business. Currently, Maha is doing very well. Interestingly, the property she wants to buy now was once owned by her family. Maha finally gets the approval of our decision, and she becomes extremely happy to hear this. Then all of Maha's friends arrive and gift us a unique tea bag and say, "You are really nice. If you were not there, we would have never got a chance to meet Lu. We will miss you a lot even after you are gone." Now Maha cleans our hair properly, and she is surprised to know that the real color of our hair is white. While leaving, a slight irritation is visible on Maha's face, because from now on Lu will be with Tat only. But despite this she asks Lu to take good care of him. Maha tells us, "When I met you for the first time, I did not trust you at all. I thought that you would only use me for your assassination mission." But then she says with a smile, "Despite this, every moment spent with you was special for me." While leaving, Maha gifts us a doll made by her own hands and takes a promise, "You have to come back to meet me, otherwise it will be very bad for you." When Lu leaves from there, Maha watches him go silently. She thinks to herself, "I may never be able to express the feelings I have for Lu." Meanwhile, during the journey, Lu casually tells Tat, "Look Tat, I will give you some of the delivery work that I get. This will give you an excuse to meet Maha." Tat laughs and says, "Oh, Maha actually finds an excuse to meet you, not me." Tat says in a soft voice, "But Maha told me not to tell you this, understood?" Just then, a group of spirit wolves suddenly jumps in front of their horse carriage. Tat, without wasting any time, takes out her spear and slits the first wolf with the spear. She uses such a magic technique on the second one that he falls down with a thud. She tackles the third one with her hands as if she was peeling peas. Lu is surprised to see Tat's style and laughingly says, "Hey, you have become a complete professional. Your skill level has reached the 7th heaven as compared to before." After a while, as they move towards their fields, they see soybean crops growing far and wide. This soybean is the base of their moisturizer factory. On seeing Lu, the villagers gather as if a celebrity has arrived. An old farmer brings fresh vegetables from his field and says, "Lala, you send so many orders every day, it is our duty to give you some fresh vegetables." The rest of the people also thank Lu, some pat her back and some talk while laughing. While listening to everyone, Lu gives a light smile and thinks in his mind, "This journey of life is so beautiful." Lu pauses and says, "Now we will make this region even better. People here will be happy and business will also flourish." As soon as Lu reaches home, his mother hugs him. With tears in her eyes and a smile on her face, she says, "This time don't leave me and go anywhere, understood? This house feels lonely without you." Then she says, "Your dad is calling you in the study room. It seems he has to talk about something important." When Lu goes to meet his dad, His dad looks at him carefully and says, "You have really become a man now, son. When I told you to build relationships with big merchants and rich people, even I did not know that you would build such a big company." Pride is visible in Dad's eyes. Today the name of Alec Balur is echoing everywhere. But Lou bows his head and says, "Dad, the Illich family has a huge hand in this work. They have always supported me." Dad takes a deep breath and shares a secret. "Son, I am now in such a position that I cannot leave my job even if I want to. Responsibilities have increased. The burden has also increased." Lou quietly listens to Dad. Then Dad adds, "You have never shed anyone's blood in your life. The first time you just helped on my request, and the second time you just followed orders." There is softness and depth in Dad's words. Lou quietly listens to him and looks at his face and thinks to himself, "Now it is my responsibility to stand up for this house and my people. But if anyone comes to know about these assassinations, their lives will be in danger." And he says that if Lou wants, he can spend the rest of his life as a merchant. But Lou says that he wanted to be an assassin all his life. And after all these years, at this moment, he cannot give up his dream. He says that he has started feeling something different for Via and he wants to marry her. And for this he will have to become a part of a noble family. But when he tells this reason to his dad, he laughs. Now the first assassination order of our life is given. We have to kill a man who steals military details and sells them in exchange for drugs. And we can kill this man in any way we want. Then we are shown the scene of Goddess, where the most powerful rapper of the world comes in front of them and he is also given the same offer. But in this world rap seems like an abuse to everyone. Now we tell all this to Tad as well. And then, Lou comes to know that the real name of this drug is Vasin. But before killing that man, Lou needs to know some important details about him. So with the help of some pigeons we are going to send a message to Maha so that she can send the details to Lou. Now the next day we are sleeping here, but then Mom comes and says that she wants to help us in this work today. But Taath says that I do not need any help. Then Mom says that with the help of Tot she has come to know what we did on that bed at that time, and says, show it to Lou once too. Lou should also get a chance to see her. But then Tata comes and says, what are you guys talking about here? This work has been given to me, after which Lou has nothing to say. Then we throw Mom out of this room and start dressing up. But then Mom starts saying, now we are getting old, and probably we will not get a chance to live for long. That is why you should get married soon. Look, we have already selected some girls, which one do you like? But then Tat says, it is too early for both of you to even think of marriage, and anyway, why do they need a wife when I am here? Hearing this, Mom says to Tat, you should marry Tathri, but Tat gets very embarrassed on hearing this. Then Tuathair says, we both are very good friends, and we can never do such a thing. Now at night we start preparing for our journey and without any second thoughts, we start this secret mission full of speed. Now Lou reaches the town of that man and to avoid any confusion we will call him Target 1. Now after coming to this town they see that due to the war the condition of the warriors of this village has become very bad. But then a girl comes and says, we are selling jams here, would you like to buy some jam from us? Now Tad and Taddy start pretending to be lovers here and try some jam. But then some men start coming towards them, due to which Lou and Tad together defeat them very easily. After that they also drop the bucket of jams on the ground and say, do you guess what has been mixed inside this jam? But even then the girl starts picking up these jams while crying. Now we reach the house of this girl, where her mom starts behaving very strangely and she is losing control of her mind due to not getting the drugs. But then Toothed catches them and uses a technique due to which their intoxication will go away here, after which we leave from here. Now after reaching home, Bod comes to know that some gifts have come for us from the company, but inside these there is actually a secret message of Maha. Lou comes to know that the name of our target is actually Venser and the drug he sells is made from a plant called Sus. Now by eating this plant, a lot of hormones start coming out together, but after its effect ends, the condition of all of them becomes like that girl's mom. But due to Venser's connection with big families, no one can point a finger at him. Due to which now Lou will have to do this work. After this we meet Maha, and she is very happy to meet us and says, my absence must have given you and Tat a chance to do that thing, right? But Tat says, we are all a family, and we will always remain like that. Then Maha says, you are the most handsome boy in this world, you can easily get any girl. It is a different matter that Lou, I know that you and Vi are having a connection, but you are actually a noble, so if you want, you can marry more than once, and you should also take advantage of this thing. Now we reach Vensar's village. This village is dependent on agriculture, due to which it has not been able to grow much. But despite this, Vensar's castle is very amazing. After our arrival, Vensar's wife becomes very happy, because now she will get a chance to try the new product. Then both of them start saying, You are the most beautiful girl in that world, so if you like this product, then everyone will definitely like this product. After trying this moisturizer, their skin starts feeling softer than before. They say, we were not always so rich, recently our business has become so popular. But then Vensar himself arrives here to meet them both, and as soon as he comes, he says, we are going to have a party at our place tonight, so do not forget to join tonight. After this, a party of rich people is organized at night and all the girls find this moisturizer very exciting. The party starts going on beautifully, but Vensar comes and says, you are very popular among the girls, so we have to keep an eye on you. After this, the party ends, but we see that their security is very strong. Tat finds out from Vensar's wife that Vensar likes to drink wine on his rooftop before going to sleep. Luda then readies his gun and bullets in the distant mountain, and Tat is protecting him on the side. But then, the camo pierces the air and hits Vensar right on the head. Lu sees that Vensar's wife hugs him and starts crying, and Lu thinks that the man is not bad, but he had to do this due to the circumstances. Tat hugs Lu from behind, because seeing all this, Lu feels sad. He remembers how much he has changed in his past life, but now he has to continue with this new life. After this, we go for a secret training with Tat. But Tat says that during this mission she got a chance to spend time with us, which she liked very much. After this we reach an island, where Maha is waiting for us. Lu finds out that Maha actually heard about this island in a newspaper. But while leaving from here, Maha says that she has one good news and one bad news. The good news is that they have found out about a secret tool, which is called God's weapon. This weapon is currently with a man named Taunt Meknes, and perhaps Taunt is actually the hero, whom Lu has been called here to kill. They are currently making a deal to get that weapon. But the bad news is that a war has started in Sugo country, and Via's family has joined this war. All of them are actually losing to one man, and that man's name is Taunt Meknes, that is, the same person who has this weapon at the moment. Now the next day, Lu arrives to meet Faya, and Via starts making coffee for him. She looks very happy here, and then Lu asks about that war. But Via says that some of their members have joined this war, but this thing will not affect their kingdom. Then Lu tells about Taunt Meknes and says, if he attacks here, it will be difficult for you to survive. Then he says, by using the identity of Illich Barler, they can get you out of here. But Via says, what do you think of me? This whole place is like my family, and I cannot leave it in times of trouble. Then she asks them to leave the useless talk and says, come, let's go for a walk in the market. Now Fia also dyes her hair brown like us, and we both start roaming around the market. Then Lu starts telling about some unique food which both of them can try. But then Lu feels something strange, and he senses that most of the people present here are warriors. Via says, most people have returned home because of the war. Now they both reach to play a game. Now Lu is about to do the aim here, but Faya stops him and says, you can't use magic in the middle of the game. After this, Lu explains to Maha how to do the aim. He misses his first shot and fails the second too, but on the third try, he wins a panda. Faya gets very happy due to winning this match and says, I am so tired, and I feel like eating lasagna. On the other hand, we see that the world's best cameraman spawns in front of Goddess and he is also given the same offer. The next moment, the cameraman tries to take a picture, but then a horse carriage passes over him, which means that this man has also become failure-proof here. Now Faya likes the lasagna here very much, but Via says that she likes the food cooked by Toddy more and she wants to eat our food. Because of this, Lu promises to feed her with his food next time. While leaving from here, they see a child who has strayed from his mother. Then Lu tries to talk to the child and starts asking about his problem. Via then uses her power to find the child's mother, and soon she finds out that Roko's mother is present near them. After this, both of them reunite Roko with his mother. After completing this task, both of them become very happy, and Via wants to give a special gift to Lu in return for this work. So Via takes her to the hot swing, and both of them start taking off their clothes. But then Via starts pulling Lu along with her. Now in the pool, both of them start splashing water on each other, and Lu tells her to take deep breaths, so that he will be able to float on the water. Now both of them start spending romantic time with each other, and then Via says that she likes her town and cannot leave it even if she wants to. She also tells that soon her dad is going to return from war, whom she will have to take care of. After this, both of them get lost in their romantic feelings. Now the time comes for Lu to leave, and Via says that she is going to miss him a lot after he leaves. But before leaving, Lu promises to feed her lasagna. After Lu leaves, Lu comes to know that all these things were actually a hoax and those people have fully prepared for the war. Now Lu is thinking about Via here, but then Tata Kar gives him a news. Lu comes to know that an injured soldier has come to them, and he comes to know that they have received an order to kill Via. But then Lu says, Via is actually a part of the noble family, so how can we do this? And if the rest of the noble family comes to know about this attack, our lives will be in danger. But Dad says, Feia's dad lost the war fought in Sugo some time ago, due to which most of his property went to his opponent. Now they want to gain control over the whole country, that's why they want to kill Via. And Via is so good that she has convinced the whole country to fight with her. They may win this battle, but they will not be able to survive for long. This soldier came to give all this information to Lu. Then Lu comes to know that the order for this assassination has been given by Via's dad. Actually, they are not going to kill Feia, but will pretend to murder her. But this is against their rules, due to which Lu can also reject the offer, due to which Lu's dad will have to go there. But due to their low power, they request Lu to go there. Lu did not want to take this offer because all this was against the rules, but he still did not want to put his work above his feelings, so he accepts it. He says that he has 3 reasons for taking this job. First, Via has taught him magic techniques. Second, Tat is going to marry Via. And third, Lu promised that whenever Via needs help, Lu will be there to help her. Then Dad says, despite our having such strict rules, she also broke our rules once, for our mom. He tells that mom is actually a part of the Bishan family, and that is why the hair color of all 3 of us is silver white. But they did not think that we would do the same thing as them. Now Tat reaches us and says that she wants to help us, but Lu says that we will have to go 300 kilometers away, which is impossible for him. But Tat says that she is not going with us, rather she is going to help us save our mother. After this, she starts moving Lu faster using her wind spell. Now due to our speed, the pressure of the wind in front of us consumes most of our mana, but due to this seal, negative energy is being created and we are moving forward. But Tat starts feeling pain here due to bearing so much pressure, and she starts thinking in her mind that a few years ago Tat saved her life, for her own benefit. Now, others may find this thing bad, but before this Tat did not need anyone, due to which, by helping Tat, she feels good from inside, but then it starts raining, which increases the pressure of the seal even more. Now Lu asks her to stop, but Tat starts using her full power. Then Tat thinks that Lu has achieved many things in her life, for which she needed a tool, and she wants to be a good tool for Lu, even if she cannot do anything else. But then Tat's seal breaks and Lu quickly catches her. Now Tat starts crying badly and says that now she cannot move forward. But Lu tells her that you did a great job, after which Lu starts moving forward alone in his journey. After this, Tat starts crying even more badly because Lu will never be hers. On the other hand, we see that the world's best teacher Spawn has come in front of Goddess, and he is given the task of teaching the hero. On the other hand, Lu's father is telling his mother that her son is very powerful and only he can stop this attack. Now after reaching here, Lu sees that Baiya's opponents have more than 1,500 soldiers, many of whom are magic users as well. But to face them, Feia has only 200 members. Lu cannot understand why despite having so many soldiers, they are not attacking the castle. Then Lu quickly goes into a position and starts hitting headshots to all the magic users, after which all of them go into defense mode and start firing towards Lu. Then Lu notices that all the magic users have been kept at the back, whereas they should have been at the front. This means that Tat is using guns here, due to which these people are not able to move forward. Then Lu starts listening to all those soldiers using his magic power, and he comes to know that most of the people here are scared. After this, Lu also brought the mana stone here, in which, by using his magic, he shoots arrows and huge blasts start happening here. But he had no experience of fighting against these blasts, after which Lu notices Tat. But here, taking advantage of the bummer, all the soldiers start moving forward. After this, when Lu moves forward, he notices a girl's body and using his power, finds the way to Via's room. Then he reaches Baiya's room with a big bag, and after seeing Via, he captures her. On the other hand, we see that Ifa reaches Maha with a letter, after seeing which Maha says that this letter will have to be sent to Set Atdi. Then Lu is shown in the goddess scene, and he tells Prime Power that he has reincarnated the souls of all the top-class people of the world in this world. But it seems that none of them can defeat the hero, due to which they ask for help from Prime Power. After which Prime Power sends the most powerful soul in the world, which is actually Lu's. Now after seeing Lu's scene, Via's dad shakes his hand and says that he had given the order to assign Via. Then Luda says that he is going to set this room on fire, so that everyone will think that Via has killed herself, and that is why he brought that girl's body here. On the other hand, Via's dad is going to draw the attention of all those soldiers so that his soldiers can run away from here. After a few days, they will come again to attack, but before that Via will have to give a message to everyone. Via is about to give his message after opening the window, but then Tarth feels a very strange feeling here, and that feeling is similar to the last time, when their plane was about to crash and that satellite detected them. Then a huge blast takes place in their castle, but at that very moment Lu saved Faya. Now we see that Tent Mains starts attacking all the soldiers here with his weapon. We see that Tent has a lot of mana, due to which he fires on Magnet with the help of his most powerful weapon. But we see that despite such a big attack, Tent Meknes stands with full power. And then, seeing Meknes, Faya's dad tells Lu that he should leave from here, because this is the same man who single-handedly won that entire war. Tent Meknes then says that he likes Lu's power so much that he wants to fight him one-on-one. If Lu wins, he will leave with his army. Meanwhile, Lu's dad is playing the violin while his mom is waiting for Lu. Then, Lu's mom reaches out to him with a secret letter. Meanwhile, Tent Meknes says that he has never found an opponent as worthy as him, and tells Lu not to try to leave. Lu says that he has already used his most powerful technique, and that Tent cannot be defeated again at any cost. Hearing this, Baya tells Lu that he should leave. But then, Athda summons another weapon and uses his power to send it somewhere. Lu then says that he is not a hero. He has been trained for sagacity since childhood, and he must do the same even today. This puts Lu in a very difficult situation, as he thinks that if he loses this battle, Menes will not only capture his queen, Via, but also the entire castle. With this thought in mind, Lu makes his strategy and orders all the soldiers to leave the place, as he knows that the attack is going to be huge. Menes also orders his army to retreat, and all this is being watched by the goddess. When Menes activates his full power, Lu has only a little time left in the countdown. At this time, Lu makes the final toss and says, "I am not a warrior. I don't want to fight any battle, I just want to win this match." After this, suddenly a huge blast occurs, which complicates the situation even more, and no one is able to handle this explosion. This blast happens suddenly, and due to this everyone is shocked, and the audience is unable to understand what actually happened. Now we have to see if Lu will be able to win with his strategy and what events are going to happen after this blast. Here, Lu used all his power and strategy, which included the anti-gravity spell and wind magic taught by Faya. In this whole plan, Lu tried to pull the metal rod released from space towards the Earth, which caused a huge explosion, which was used as an attack. But a lot of caution was needed to make it successful, as there was a very high chance of this weapon burning. Lu managed to save it using his power, and after this, resorted to wind magic to protect his life. Despite this, after controlling this huge power, Lu and the others fall very far, and Lu gets seriously injured. He tries to heal himself, but in the meantime, he faints. The next day when Lu regains consciousness, he sees that everything has become normal. There is a meeting with Via, and she asks Lu why she came to save him when she had no use in this war. Lu then reveals the source of her power, which is related to the tone Via gave her, showing a deep emotional connection, which further strengthens their relationship. This moment shows that Lu kept the promise he made to Via, and it is not just about an epic battle but also about a personal relationship and bond. The climax of this episode is quite interesting, where Lu kisses Via, keeping his promise, and after that the whole story moves in a new direction.